And greetings once again. It's been a while, long time no talk to. From Appleton East High School, our Fox Communities Credit Union video stream games of the week continue. We have got 36 more minutes at least of basketball here for you tonight as the East-West rivalry is renewed, this time on the boys' side. I am Joey D. Zach Morris is my color guy here this evening, and we got Gary Berleski on the camera this evening. It is East coming in on the season at 3-6 overall, 3-5 in league play. They will be hosting Appleton West, 1-12 overall. Still looking for that first win in league play. They are 0-11. We will take a quick timeout. So I'll bring Zach in, and we'll break this thing down and have the opening play of the game, since they don't do the tip. The opening play of the game. All that coming up next here on our Fox Communities Credit Union video stream game of the week.
At Fox Communities Credit Union,
we put our members first in everything we do.
So who are we?
We are over 400 team members.
From right here in your community.
Member service experts, tellers,
loan officers, and support staff.
Some of us have been with Fox for over 30 years.
Every single one of us thinks about you.
How we can make your life better.
How we can improve.
Because I'm a member too.
Together, let's make life happen.
Fox Communities Credit Union.
100 years in business, thousands of construction projects, countless memories, and priceless relationships for which we are eternally grateful. But we're just getting started. The team at Myron Construction thrives on bringing dreams to life, and we're looking forward to the next century of building excellence for our clients, partners, and the community. Because building excellence isn't just what we do, it's who we are.
Back here at Appleton East High School, you can hear the squeaking of the shoes. Both these teams warming up here tonight for game 2 of our doubleheader. It is boys action tonight, the East-West rivalry. Let's bring in my color guy, broadcast partner, Zach Morris. And Zach, 1 down, 1 to go here. What are you expecting here on the boys' side of things?
Well, it should be another exciting game. Again, it's everything we mentioned for the girls' game. It's a competitive game because this is your crosstown rivals. These are people you played in Hoops Club and grew up with. So when you know that this is your last matchup, especially if you're a senior, you want to come out strong because could be, if you're a senior, the last time you're going to have these kind of crosstown matchups. Now, you still have those matchups with North, but these are special every time you play. So they will enjoy this game. And I expect to see the same competitiveness and neither team giving up the way like the girls played. East took a big lead early on, but they never gave up, and they did a great job for West to just keep it competitive. So I think we'll see that in this game for sure.
Absolutely. Let's look at Appleton West first. They come in just the 1 victory, and that came back on December 23rd as they went to St. Mary Springs and got that first victory, and that had to feel really good. But, boy, it is a tough road to hoe here for anybody here in this FVA, as now they've lost 4 in a row, and they are here at Appleton East under head coach Adam Lagaki. And they've been hampered by a few injuries as well, as has a lot of teams here in the early going. For Appleton East, another Adam head coach, Adam Mollick. And they come in at 3-6. Their winning streak of 2 was broken last Saturday against Neenah. So it's been a while since they have played. That's a rare thing here in Northeast Wisconsin to get almost a week off. Their victories coming over Appleton West, and then back-to-back Oshkosh West and Hortonville. And so they come in at 3-6 overall. The history of this one, East has won the last 2, but before that, West won 4 in a row. And so it looks like Appleton East is looking to sweep the season series here this evening. As both teams, it looks like we are going to have a national anthem. But we will keep talking about this, the history of this last year. Like I said, East swept them 49-43, though, and 60-41. And there was a 100-point game in this one 2 years ago. Appleton West won 100-88. Boy, was that just a back-and-forth affair. So over the course of the last 5 years, that's what I like to look at. Here in the rivalry, that's 11 games. And West actually has a 7-4 advantage in the last 11 games, but East looking to win 4 in a row as we present for the second time tonight our national anthem. Second time tonight.
Second time, same singer.
That's right. He did a great job. The national anthem, this time for the boys game. Let's go through our starting lineups here tonight. First of all, the Appleton West Terrors. They will go with a 6'4" sophomore, Mikhail Harmison, a 5'11" sophomore, Ben Valafsky, a 5'10" senior, Jackson Knable. Check that. It's Harmison. Raby gets the start tonight. Nick Raby, 6'3" and a senior. Jackson Knable, 5'10" and a senior. Caden Myers, 6'5" and a junior. And Spencer Steffen, 6'6" and a senior. Harmison, Raby, Knable, Myers, and Steffen for Coach Adam Lagaki. For East, they will go with a 6'3" senior, Bennett Peterson. Also, Caleb Glazer, 6'6" and a sophomore. Zack Steigenberger, 6 foot and a junior. Carter Thompson, 6'3" and a junior. And Cade Feldhausen, 6'7" and a junior for head coach Adam Mullick. And we're just about ready to get things going. Talked to both coaches before this one. I said, give me one word, key to the game. For Adam Lagaki, he said, pressure. Need to pressure. For Adam Mullick for East, he said, execute. Simple enough. I know it's coaches talk, but it's very true.
Well, to win any game, Joey, it's the easiest stuff you have to do.
That's right. So, as always, this year, the visitors get the basketball first, and that would be the Terrors of Appleton West. With it on the drive is Harmison. He'll hand it off to Myers. Back to Harmison, picks up his dribble in the corner and almost throws it away, and he did. Referee was right there, and not a good possession for Coach Adam Lagaki and the Appleton West boys team. First turnover of the game on the first possession. We'll see what East has. Their first time controlling the basketball. They do have a bit of the size advantage, if you will, in this long-time rivalry. Peterson in the corner, dumps it down low to Glazer, and he'll put it up. Rims in and out, no good. Steffen has the board for West. Early on here, both teams empty possessions in the first minute. And their first possession. Raby works it right side over to Myers. He'll stop. Pop the three, and he runs down his own rebound. Falling out of bounds, saves it. What a play by West. Steffen comes up with it. Here's Harmison, top of the key. Back over to Myers. So Harmison coming in averaging 10.5 points a game. Nice dump off the no-look pass. A missed shot, though. The bunny won't go for Spencer Steffen. And our first foul. That goes on Steffen. And that's the first foul on either team. We are scoreless. 90 seconds in to the second half of our doubleheader.
Well, the Badgers, at least the first point of this game, you're going to feel pretty confident because you're going now almost 2 minutes without a point. It's going to be a huge momentum shifter, whoever gets this first basket.
East working it around. They passed up a couple open shots, trying to run their offense. Entry pass down to Glazer. He's double teamed and has it knocked away. First turnover on East. Here come the Terrors. Raby across the timeline, still with it. He'll try and draw contact. Stead gets a shot blocked, and it goes out of bounds. Good defense by Carter Thompson. Raby trying to make something happen there. 6'3" senior. Again, both teams looking to get out of goose eggs on the scoreboard. Which egg is going to crack first? See what I did there? They're trying to crack it themselves, and the three won't go for Raby. Couple of possessions coming up empty. Entry pass down low to Glazer. Back out front. Nice pump fake. Another three this time. Missed by Thompson. Nice rebound by Glazer. Powerful move with the left hand, and he missed the layup. He can't believe it, and I can't either. That was right there.
Well, did a great job getting the rebound, and you were thinking that's probably where this drought finally ends, but just unable to connect.
6'6", and only a sophomore. And an unforced turnover on West. Never good when you're almost 3 minutes in and both teams have more turnovers than points. It's 2-1 right now. West with the 2. But both teams have had good looks at it. That's the thing. Just like this one. Off the side of the backboard, though, by Feldhausen. He thought he was fouled. But the refs let him play on. And a carry is called. Another turnover on West. That happening right in front of the East bench. Called by Mr. DeGroat. Yeah, that guy. Some relative to some guy named BJ. No. His crew on hand here this evening. The guys in the black and white. Still looking for that first score of the game. Trying from way downtown, and he got it. Zack Steigenberger says, all right, I'll do it. And it's 3-0. Finally scoring. They're going to let him have that all day, too. I mean, that was way outside. And the answer by Armisen just inside the three-point line.
Well, it just took someone else to score.
Thompson splitting defenders, using his size. Won't go. My goodness, there's something about that rim. I said it last game. I said the last couple of games for some reason. I'm not saying, I'm just saying. Here's Armisen. Step back on the baseline. That one won't go in that rim either. The iron unkind for both teams. On the dribble drive. The kick out to Peterson. Back down to Thompson. Good ball movement. Thompson. Over to Glazer. Glazer, jump stop in the lane. Got that runner to go. Caleb Glazer. And it is 5-2. Glazer, the 6'6" sophomore, coming in, averaging 9 points and 6 boards a game. Against West, the last game, he had 13 and 5. Foul is called on East. Goes on Glazer, who I was just talking about. That's his first, and the first on East. And Coach Adam Mullock wanting an explanation. First substitutions of the game, 3 of them coming in for Appleton West. Lasky, usually he started earlier in the season, coming off the bench now for Lasky. So both teams going into their bench for the first time here. As we played almost 5 minutes, it's 5-2, East with the advantage. Just like the girls' game, staying tight early on. Long three by Harmison. Good. Mikhail Harmison. He's got all 5 of their points.
So after spending the first couple minutes just feeling out and just not really trying to get a hold of this defense, both teams trying to now finally finding connections from three-point land and working on adding some points.
Harmison coming off at an 18-point game. Boy, you hear that one up here. That was a hard slap. That was a Joey D foul, man. When I fouled, you knew it.
That was not all ball.
Hooper, who just came off the bench, is charged with the smack. So that'll send Zack Steigenberger for our first free throws of this game. Made the first one. Steigenberger, their leading scorer at 14.2, shooting 68% from the charity stripe. And he made them both. Give him 5 of their 7, and it's 7-5. Still way early on in this one. On the dribble drive is Velavsky. He'll kick it back out to Harmison. You know he wants that 3 again. Lobs it down low instead, and a lot of contact. E.J. Holt will be able to try and get into the scorebook. Joey LaChapelle, who again was one of the first substitutions there. Now each team with 2 fouls. And Holt makes the first one. Let's get his numbers on the season. At the line, not very swell. 8 out of 24, good for 33%. So it's good to see him make the front end of that one. They made them both. All right. Ups that percentage a little bit. And ties us back up at 7.
It's what you expect in a crosstown rivalry.
Absolutely. Steigenberger right at the free throw line. A contested shot goes in. Zack Steigenberger. 7 of their 9 points. And they retake the lead by 2. Crossover dribble by Harmison. Going to set something up. Velavsky tosses it down low. Turnaround jumper falls for Caden Myers. Ties us back up at 9. What a start to this one. Neither team could score for about the first 3 minutes. And now all of a sudden, we're tied at 9. The squeaking of the shoes. Love it. LaChapelle on the drive. It goes. Did they give it to him? They did not. Foul goes on E.J. Holt. Yeah, I think that was, you know, if you're in the pros, they would have counted it. It's called continuation, but you don't get that in high school basketball, so they'll just take it out.
You can also take that extra step a quite few more times.
Yeah, the inbounds pass. An unforced turnover there on the Patriots, their second of the first half. And back into the game. Peterson. And checking in for the first time, Ezra Brown, the 5'10" sophomore. For the Terrors, who are trying to take their first lead of this contest if they can score here. Trying to right at the free throw line, a jumper by Holt. A little too hard. Patriots come away with it. Steigenberger, bounce pass into the corner. Down low to Glazer. It's a good matchup there. On the right block and too hard. He's got a lot of potential. 6'6" and a lot of youth out there on the court here this evening for both teams. And another carry, the exact same spot. And they're looking for it. Another turnover, and the second one via the carry. So West, again, cannot take their first lead. Tied up at 9. A handoff. Drive by LaChapelle off the glass and in. Joey LaChapelle, his first 2, regains the lead. But not for long, maybe. On the drive was Bomani Hooper. Now, he was fouled by Glazer. That is his second and the third team foul. And Bomani Hooper coming off of the bench looking for his first point and missed it.
In this back and forth game, this free throws can pile up quickly here.
That's a good point. They come down to those. That was only his 7th attempt on the season. He's now 4 out of 7. For Bomani Hooper, a 6-foot sophomore. averaging 6 points on the season, and misses both of them. Yeah, you're going to look back on those if it ends anyway close. Long three by Steigenberger, looking for his second one. Won't go. There they come, jump stop, no look pass, swinging the ball around. Out front it comes. Lasky, point. Drive by Brown, fall away, way too hard. Ball tapped around and goes off of Hooper. All kinds of hands going up in the air, but Hooper was the last one to touch it. Fifth turnover on West, and subbing back in Feldhausen for Jackson Parker. Just under 10 to go. A 2-point game. Again, it took a while for either team to score, and it remains tight. One dribble outside, Peterson in the left corner. Dangerous cross-court pass, or the skip pass as they say. Back to LaChapelle, into the big guy. Feldhausen using his strength. Misses the no-footer, gets his own rebound, blocked away, and a third chance. That won't go. Ball bounces up into the air, out of bounds, off of Feldhausen. He had 3 looks at it there, Zach. What went wrong?
East just cannot get the 2-possession lead. That's what the problem is so far. And it's frustration because once you miss the second one, you feel, what am I doing wrong? You throw it back up, and it gets harder and harder after that second miss.
So it remains 11-9. Ticking down to 1 quarter in.
But he does get a nice improvement on the rebound stat.
Yeah. Wild shot by Velavsky won't go, but the putback, Hooper is fouled. And he'll get a chance to shoot 2 more. Goes on Feldhausen. His first, 4th on East, and back to the line where he just was. And he makes this one. That one hit every part of the rim. That's got to feel good after missing those first 2. Get a little confidence builder and get that one to fall. Hooper coming off of an 8-point game against Oshkosh North. Makes them both. So he makes up for the 2 missed ones the last time, and we're back tied at 11. Just under 9 to go, first half. Thanks for joining us here on this Friday night. Back-to-back games for us. East won the girls' game, 81-68. We'll see how the boys' game goes and see if East can sweep both of them. This has all the makings of a good one, though. Everybody touching the ball on this possession. Steigenberger. Again, facing the soft zone here by Appleton West. And the West faithful coming alive. Here's a long 3, and that won't go for LaChapelle. Ball knocked around, and coming up with it was Thompson. They'll be able to reset. Gets it to Steigenberger. His second 3 from downtown, and gives them the 3-point lead. He's already in double figures with 10. Came in averaging 14.2. But again, that's hard to defend. I mean, that's what the zone is trying to force you to do. But man, when you got a guy who can hit from long range like that, even the zone defense doesn't work. A lay-in by E.J. Holt. His 4th brings him back within 1, and another long 3 by Steigenberger. This time off the mark.
It's amazing that how equal these teams are right now, just the way this game is flowing.
Wild shot. West gets the rebound underneath the lay-in by E.J. Holt. Back-to-back buckets for him. Gives West their first lead, 15-14.
If anything shows, you're going to probably get some points here on this East possession.
Yeah. It's been going back and forth here. Give it to West. Staying with it, and first time in the first 11 minutes of this game, they have more points on the scoreboard. Looking for their second win of the season, and oh, how sweet it would be if they can come here to their longtime rivals and take them out. Again, facing that zone. They are not even looking inside. They're looking for that. Jackson Parker missed it. Underneath, nice pump fake, the move by Carter Thompson. Regains the lead for East at 16-15. You're right. They did score.
It was too easy, Joey. This is amazing that we really haven't yet see a game all year like this, where it is just back and forth, where the biggest lead is only 3 points.
That is a good point. This really is the tightest first half that we have seen, at least. Three-pointer, he puts the three fingers up in the air. Ezra Brown. And Adam Mullock wants to talk things over with 5:57 remaining. His team down by 2. We'll take a break and be back right after this.
Fox Communities Credit Union.
Whether you're a first-time homebuyer or building your dream home, Fox helps make I love this place happen. Fox makes it easy to lock in low and go, so you can make I can have my own chickens happen. If you're a first-time homebuyer, Fox offers low closing costs and as little as 3% down, so you can make I can turn the music up as loud as I want happen. Apply today at foxcu.org. Fox Communities Credit Union. Make life happen.
Back here at Appleton East High School, and Joey D alongside Zach Morris and Gary Bileski, our camera guy this particular game. And Zach, I know it's early, but boy, I tell you what, I was watching that West huddle, and they're excited about the way that they've been able to stay in this one and actually take the lead here.
If I'm either team, you're excited because this is a fun game to be in. I mean, these are the matchups you like to be in. You prefer to be up by 10 or 12 at this point, but this is where you have the high energy and the adrenaline that just keeps flowing through your body. This is a perfect game to play.
Stay with the same defense. It's worked so far. Outside three, Jackson Parker. And Thompson right there for the board. Second chance opportunity for East. In the corner. They'll swing it back around. I think the zone is working so far, for the most part. Except for when Steigenberger's in the game, but he's not in there right now. Getting a breather. I believe he's over there getting ready to check back in, though, at the next whistle. He's been their main attack here this evening, but I'm sure needs a breather. Under 5 to go now. Long possession here for East. Ball is loose. LaChapelle picks it up. Outside to Jackson. 3, good. Jackson Parker.
When the ball was on the ground and looked like the Terrors were going to get it, oh, no. The Patriots got to score because that's just the flow of the game.
I wish I'd be keeping lead changes now after West didn't have a lead until about 2-3 minutes ago. And this one knocked away. Turnover on West. I'm down unofficially with 6 here in this first half. But there hasn't been one in a while. Both teams have protected the ball. Parker, well, he wants another one. Didn't get a good look at it there. He'll pitch it inside out. Wide open look there for Peterson. Rims out and ripping down that rebound. E.J. Holt comes from nowhere. Approaching 4 minutes left to go. Back and forth affair between these longtime rivals. With a hand in his face. 3 will not go. Nice save on the inline, but it goes right over to East. That was Jackson Knable flying through the air. On the breakaway, the lay-in by Carter Thompson. And a 3-point lead, and now the other Adam, Coach Lagaki, wants to talk things over. And we will take a break as well. 3:42 remaining here in this first half. Back after this.
The projects we construct afford us the opportunity to help those in need in more ways than one. And the momentum we create as a team allows us to make an impact greater than any one of us can achieve on our own. We are part of the community. We are where we live. We are Myron Construction.
Okay, so Zach, didn't West just have the lead? And didn't East just have the lead? And didn't West just have the lead?
It wasn't too long ago where you saw the three-point basket by West, and they were feeling pretty good at a timeout. Now down by 3. It just feels that because it's the biggest lead, I believe, of the game. So you don't want this to get out of hand.
Neither team could score for their life here at the beginning of it. Took us about 3 minutes for either team to score. And ever since then, they've exchanged buckets. Deep in the corner, Knable. And empty possession here. Chance for the Patriots to gain the biggest lead of the game. If you're West, this is a big defensive stop here. A big defensive stand. You got to come up with a stop. Long skip past Steigenberger, Mr. 3, and this one won't go. That would have been his third three-pointer of this first half.
Are they just not allowed to have a 2-point possession?
Guess not. Under 3 to go. Baseline drive, hard one off the glass and in. Mikkel Harmison showing his power. He's got 7. And a double dribble called. Way back in the backcourt by the referee, Mr. DeGroat. 4th turnover on East. We'll see how big that is.
It's just amazing that it is so difficult to establish a 2-possession lead in the first half of all the games we have witnessed this year.
Trying to regain the lead.
In games like this is where you have a bad turnover, it feels worse than before.
Myers lowers his shoulder and scores, and guess what? Lead change. Oh, I love it. Love these kind of games. Kind of fast-paced and up in the air. Both teams, I was just going to say both teams pretty much protecting the ball, and then that happens. Long 3, Myers. No, man, that went in and out. We've seen that a lot tonight in both games, the girls' game and the boys' game now. Entry pass, back out front. Pump fake by Peterson. Now he'll drive in. Floater doesn't fall. Under the 2-minute warning in a 1-point contest. West looking to take their biggest lead of the game if they can score here. Myers picks up his dribble. Pass way over to Knable. He'll drive baseline. Falls down and got it. Jackson Knable, his first 2, and the biggest lead of the game for West is 3.
Now you're going to see the composure by East, just not letting this little run get the better of them.
Swinging around the perimeter again. Oh, they had the cutter there. They didn't see him. Feldhausen had the mismatch. And the short jumper is good for Zack Steigenberger. He can hit something other than 3s. He's got a dozen, brings him back within 1. Foul called. Driving the baseline was Harmison. And that goes on Feldhausen, his second. Team foul number 5. Good. Under a minute left to play now, 57.4 seconds left. Aaron Jones checking in for the first time for Appleton East, the 6-foot junior. Toss comes in. Under a minute left to play. Very exciting first half. Or second half is anything like this, we are in for a ride. Nice move by Harmison. Right underneath the basket. I don't know how he got that one to go, but he did. Back up to a 3-point game. He's got 9 points. Almost at his average already of 10.4.
Oh, you heard it right there.
Steigenberger, yep. You could probably hear. That's the thing about having little fans here. You can hear the coach pretty well, and he didn't even say it very loud. You could hear him say, 1.
Casually 1.
Yep, just hold it for 1. They'll start the play. Follow-away jumper. Mid-air decides to toss it. Now Steigenberger gets it back and drains it. Zack Steigenberger's third 3-pointer of this first half. A half-court shot, and that is off the mark for Harmison, and what a first half. Hey, why not go into halftime the same way that we began the game, tied. It's 26-26. Zach, what a first half. Just doesn't it doesn't get very much more entertaining than that.
That's
it really
what that's just how you expect this first half to end, is on a tie, because it's been a back and forth game. You just are not allowed to have a 2-possession lead tonight. It is just a fantastic first half, staying competitive and just never giving up. I mean, neither team has shown that they're going to give. So until someone gives, we're going to wait until that happens. But this is a game that can easily go into an overtime period.
We are tied at 26-26. Again, Appleton West looking for only their second win of the season. They are 1-12. Patriots looking for their fourth win. They come in at 3-6. And boy, what a contest. Very, very entertaining. We will take a break for a couple of minutes and then come back, have a scoring roundup for you, and then have second half action. Strap yourselves in, folks. We got a good one for you, as Steve Harvey always says. Tied at 26. Back after this, the Fox Communities Credit Union video stream games of the week.
Fox Communities Credit Union.
Communities mean everything to Fox. It's in our name. It means giving back and moving forward through life's changes. It means evolving to give you the best personalized financial services. Fox has been here since 1937. Times have changed, but our focus hasn't. It's about our members, today and always. Fox Communities Credit Union. Make life happen.
A century is made up of minutes, but more importantly, of moments. Moments of hard work, dedication, challenges, and triumphs. From Myron Construction, the past 100 years were built by the steady hands of tradespeople who laid a strong foundation, and continues to thrive because of our passionate team members. As we close this significant chapter of our history, our sights are set on what we will accomplish together in the years to come, because together we'll continue building excellence.
Well, Michael Jackson's on the speakers. Going to be starting something. We're going to be starting the second half here in just a moment, and hopefully it's just like the first half. All knotted up here at halftime at Appleton East High School at 26. Joey D, Zach Morris, Gary Berleski with you here this evening. Your quick scoring rundown. Leading scorer, Zack Steigenberger with those three-pointers. Did have a couple of regular field goals and 2 free throws. 15 points, just above his season average of 14.2. The other guys scoring, Carter Thompson with 4, Jackson Parker with a 3-pointer, and 2 each for Caleb Glazer and Joey LaChapelle. Glazer got in early foul trouble, so he has not played too much here tonight so far. I'd expect him to get back out there here in the second half, though. For the Terrors, their scoring was a lot more spread out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys getting in the scorebook. 9 points for Mikhail Harmison, almost at his average of 10. 6 points for E.J. Holt, coming off of the bench. 4 points for Caden Myers. 3 for Ezra Brown on a big 3-pointer. And 2 each for Bomani Hooper and Jackson Knable. All right, Zach Morris, what can we expect? What are you expecting? Half number 2 of this one.
Everything we saw in the first half.
Good.
I mean,
all right.
That's the way.
I'll take it.
Well, that's the way I look at it. You don't have to change anything that's not working. I mean, yeah, each defense has allowing points, but you also have to remind yourself that, well, so is the other team. And then it's not like it's a blatant break in the defense. It's just great execution of your offense. We talked about the keys of the game from each coach. It was basically run your offense and execute, which both teams are doing at a fantastic rate. I mean, there's a reason why it's tied, and neither team can get a 2-possession game. So I'm expecting what the first half had exactly to happen in the second half, and maybe we're talking overtime in this crosstown rivalry.
In that first game back in December, a long, long time ago, 67-58 East won that one. They played a couple of tight ones last year as well. As West still looking for that first win in the very tough Fox Valley Association. They are 0-11, led by Nina, who is 11-0 on top of the FEA here on the boys' side. The girls' game, by the way, tonight, we did have a doubleheader for you here. And you can check out the archive if you'd like to watch the girls' game. 81-68. East beat West in the girls' game. Here we go, half number 2. It will be the Patriots to get the basketball first. Here's Glazer. Got in that early foul trouble. Bounces it outside to Peterson. Same defense put up here by West. Worked for the most part in the first half. Forcing several threes. Closing off the inside. Really the only inside points that were scored were off of rebounds for the Patriots. Oh, they had a wide open Glazer, didn't see him. So they'll just go ahead and take the 3. Ben and Peterson, first 3 points of the second half. And it gives them a 3-point lead, the largest of the game. We need to mention that. That's what this game has been like. Lob it down low, and the bunny is missed by Stefan. Is that iron again? Glazer splits the defender, misses it. Strong put back. That won't go either by Thompson. And a foul is called. If that's on Glazer, that's going to be number 3. What does Coach Adam Mollick do here? One of the tallest guys out there.
Multiple chances to take a 2-possession lead, and it just can't happen again. It's just a great job of the defense and just doing what they have to do, putting hands in the air, just trying to make the shooting view just bad or get a hand on the ball. I mean, great job on the defense, just not allowing that basket to fall.
He was a big factor in their first victory, 13 points and 5 boards. Back in December, now here he sits down again, just like early on in the first half, with just those 2 points so far. There's a shot on the baseline, it's no good, and a rebound foul will be called on West. And Coach Lagaki barking at the referee, Mr. DeGroat, getting an earful. That is Stefan's second, first one here in the second half. I don't know if he gave him a warning or what, but they were talking to each other. Let's just say that. 5-point lead, biggest of the game here for Appleton East. And looking to add to it via the 3. They can't get it to go. I only had him with a 3, though. Who else scored? I got just the 3-pointer, right? At any rate, there's a 3, and it's good by Steigenberger. Picking right up where he left off in the first half. And the scoreboard says 34-26. I'll have to check out the scoring on that. Maybe I didn't write it down. We'll go with the scoreboard. Baby hook goes for Caden Myers. First 2 points of the second half for Appleton West. That's got to feel good just to break the ice like that a little bit. Steigenberger again, yes. My goodness, Zack Steigenberger, it is raining threes. His 5th of the game. He's got 21, and a timeout is called by West.
Now, we got the scoreboard correct as they made the adjustments on
good.
the main scoreboard, as we're just taking the score right off of that.
Excellent. All right. So, 9-2. East has outscored West here in the second half, all of them by 3-pointers. And that's good, because I thought I missed a basket, but apparently I didn't. Let's reset things here. 15:28 remaining in this, well, I'll say regulation. It is 35-28, coming out firing after West had scored the first 2. So a 9-0 run by East, and they just keep getting it done. Why not just get it into the hands of Steigenberger? He's got 21 points now, most of them from way outside. But, Zach, how do you cover that? That's tough to cover.
Well, it was everything it's either they're changing, they're trying to get more three-point shots to fall in for East, because all of a sudden they look fantastic coming out of the gates, and outside that first minute, they just found a way to get open threes, and West will have to figure out how do you defend it, because if they don't work on it soon, this is a lead that can just balloon up to double digits.
Do you adjust, maybe go to a man-to-man defensively and see if that works for a possession or two?
You may have to try something at this point.
Yeah. That I think is at least an option in the book here for West. We'll see what happens next time down. This time down for them, Spencer Steffen. His first 2 of the game came in averaging almost 10 points. Brings them back within 5. And again, it's Steigenberger. No way. And he missed it this time. But again, nobody was out there to cover him. And the rebound bounces around into the hands of Jackson Knable. Here's Myers. Almost fell out of bounds. He'll swing it back around to Knable. He'll fire the 3. Off the mark. In transition here comes Joey LaChapelle. Now they'll be able to set things up. Nope, they stay in that little soft zone. And then again, this time they'll put a body on Steigenberger. I think that was what was said in the in the timeout. And they turn it over first time this half by the Patriots. 3 ball will not go.
You'd like to see more West players going down for the rebound, because any basket at this point can change momentum if you try to get back to a one-possession game.
It's called crashing the boards. Like to see a little bit more of that, a little more aggression after a shot. Go after it. That shot won't go. Knable has it. We've played 4 minutes of this second half. It's got all the makings of an exciting finish down the stretch. The follow-away on the baseline. Almost fell out of bounds, but the rebound put back good. Mikael Harmison is in double figures with 11. Brings him back within 3. After a 9-0 run, West just keeps on clawing their way back into it. Inside out, and that ball is kicked and falling down. Actually stepped on it.
That's not fun either.
No.
Those ankles can sprain so fast on that.
Yep. Those are dangerous. Into the game. Don't have a 15. There's Feldhausen with a little baby hook. So 15 checked in, but I do not have a 15 on the old roster here. Check and see who that is. As they throw the ball away. First turnover on West here in this half. Back come the Patriots. Yeah, I don't have a... LaChapelle knocks it down from outside. And a 30-second timeout is called. We'll take a break as well. It's an 8-point lead for East. Back after this.
Fox Communities Credit Union.
Sometimes you can tell when it's time to look for a bigger house. Get the home, the yard, and the loan that will make your dreams and your dog's come true. Talk to the mortgage lending experts at Fox. Get free pre-approval and helpful home buying advice so you can see just how much space you can afford. Let Fox help you with 22 locations and lending experts to make it easy. Visit foxcu.org for details.
Fox Communities.
Little breakaway here for Appleton East as they are all of a sudden up by 8. Just a little under 13 left to play. It is 40-32. Tell you what, Zach, can't let this one get too much more out of hand if you're West.
Well, great adjustments by Coach Mullock and the Patriots to be able to get free for these three-point shots that they were just unable to in the first half at this rate where you had one lead pretty good, then it was back down to 3 and got it back to 8. So we'll see if the Terrors can at least keep up with the momentum.
West. It's not a must-score situation just yet, but you can't do that. Nope, it's tipped. Tipped by number 15, who we're still – we got to wait until he scores and hear what the PA guy says. He's got some long arms, though, whoever it is. If it's 15 from the JV, it's Nyan Sheehan, my guess. Nice move on the baseline. The dump off to Stephan has his shot rejected. And coming away with it, drawing the foul, is Valafsky. Goes on Joey LaChapelle, his second team foul. And the free throw's made. That's his first point of the ball game. First free throw of the half by either team. And the second one is good. So it brings them back within 6. They will not go away. You can guarantee that. Fighting to the bitter end, especially in a rivalry game like this. Bragging rights on the line. Will it be a sweep by East? Or will West get their first victory in FBA play as a splash from downtown Jackson Parker? He's done that twice now tonight.
Just doing a great job around the offense.
Answering, Ezra Brown with the jumper. He's got 5. Lead is 7 as they exchange baskets. 3 for 2 that time. In the corner, trying it again. Loose ball rebound. Velasquez. It's a screen out front. Now they set it up. You can hear Coach Lagaki from up here. All right, set it up. 2 chances at the basket, right underneath it, and both of them did not fall. East gets it back. Inside out play. Looking on the inside. He'll drive, split the defender, stop, pop in the paint, and the bank is open for Cade Feldhausen. His second bucket of the game. And it's back up to a 9-point advantage.
Well, West is doing a good job making sure this doesn't get to a double-digit lead.
Right at the free throw line. Shot is blocked. Who did it go off of? Referee was right there. You hear some of the parents yelling, no! And so it'll stay
That's a
with
brave
West.
decision to make for that judgment call, because you see that ball was tipped, and you have to feel 100% to your teammates that, believe me, he touched it.
Nice inbound pass and drawing the foul on Cade Feldhausen. That's his third. 2 players with 3 now for Appleton East. That'll send Bumani Hooper to the line for the 3rd time this evening. He has 2 for 4. And the first one is good. So after missing his first 2, he's knocked down his last 3. All 3 of his points coming at the charity stripe. And some more Subs in by both sides. It'll be Bomani Hooper, the 6-foot sophomore, misses the second one. So 3 for 6 now at the line for him. Stays an 8-point advantage for East. Can extend it to double figures for the first time with a score here. Steigenberger will back it out. Back to the top. La Chapelle falling down, and he fell down because he was fouled. There were 2 blue jerseys that were right there. And the first foul on Ezra Brown. Brian Bergert and Mark Larson are the other 2 referees, is what I'm told, along with Mr. DeGroat. Thank you very much, Zach, for the assist there.
Working with my connections up here.
Our sideline reporter down there, who is it?
In this command center.
Thank you, sideline reporter. We'll look to you whenever there's an injury. East up by 8. Look at that ball movement by Steigenberger. Dumps it off down low. Drawing the foul. Now we'll find out who number 15 is. Foul goes on Myers. We'll listen right after the free throw to the PA guy.
Maybe he doesn't have a number 15 either.
I don't. I'll put it in the scoreboard that he made a free throw. Second one's good as well. And I don't know. I'm going to guess it might be Nyan Sheehan. He's listed at 6'1" and a sophomore. Looks about 6'1", doesn't he?
Great job by East now to put this lead up to double digits.
Yes, the largest lead, first time at 10. On the baseline, it's tapped out of bounds by the Patriots. Still plenty to play, though, but you can't let this one get too out of hand. 10:09 left to play here in regulation. Nice crossover move. The power move in the paint, falling down. He missed the shot. Trying to draw the foul as Ezra Brown didn't get the call. Underneath, the reverse layup falls. What a move by Carter Thompson, extending the lead to a dozen. Answering, Caden Myers. He's got 8, and a timeout is called. And we will take a break. 9:44 remaining, 49-39. Back after this.
100 years in business, thousands of construction projects, countless memories, and priceless relationships for which we are eternally grateful. But we're just getting started. The team at Myron Construction thrives on bringing dreams to life, and we're looking forward to the next century of building excellence for our clients, partners, and the community. Because building excellence isn't just what we do, it's who we are.
Coming up, our next broadcast is, well, just a couple of days away. We don't get too much of a breather here. It's girls action at Fox Valley Lutheran High School as the Foxes welcome in their friends from Wrightstown. Again, that will be on Monday night. Depending on how the JV games go, we will hopefully have a tip for you at around 7 o'clock. And you can tune in right here on our Fox Communities Credit Union video stream, Game of the Week. Tonight, we put a plural on it, games. We had a girls game right before this, in case you missed that one. 81-68, the East girls beat West. A quick foul on Hooper, his second. Team foul number 5. 10-point advantage. Each defensive stand become even bigger and bigger as that clock starts to wind down. Talking about if you're a West fan. Hand off to La Chapelle. They switch up. They switch the defense to man-to-man. And it worked. They forced the turnover. It was only a matter of time. I mentioned it about 5-10 minutes ago. You're going to have to switch. You need to switch up things because things were getting out of hand.
Well, they've been doing a great job, until it got to double digits. They've been doing a fantastic just staying into the game. I mean, it's one thing to – that's why they probably don't want to adjust it because their offense was still playing well, and maybe they can get a nice spurt on defense, which just never really arrived.
I got to take advantage of the turnovers, and they don't that time. An empty one. Under 9 to go, so we're at the quarter post. 1/4 of the game to go. Underneath the reverse layup on the other side this time. Carter Thompson has done it twice in the last couple of minutes from the right side and the left now. That one goes off of the hands of one of the Patriots players. It'll stay West ball. Lead is 12 for the Patriots. Lobbing it way out into the backcourt. Running it down was Myers. They'll start the offense against some man-to-man defense here from the Patriots. Looking left. Here's Valafsky. Kicks it outside. Harmison, that would have been a big three. And a big rebound, though. The fall away, falling to the ground and counted for Bomani Hooper. We just talked about crashing the glass not too long ago, Zach. That's exactly what led to that rebound. Did not count the bucket, though. Okay.
But it keeps the possession alive.
Yes, it does. Here come the Patriots again. Catch a number on who the foul is on, and it goes out of bounds. Back to West. Third turnover of this half on East. And so timeout is called. With 8:11 left to play, I want to thank our sponsors tonight. Primary sponsor, pretty much ever since, I think they have been, since the beginning of our video streams.
Correct.
Several years ago. Man, we can't thank Fox Communities Credit Union enough for all they do for us and for the entire community. Stop in, tell them we said hi, and tell them thank you. Also, Myron Construction, again, they've been on board for quite a long time, not just here on our video stream, but on the radio as well. As they sponsor all kinds of things. They love their high school sports here in the area. We all do. Fox Communities Credit Union and Myron Construction, building excellence. The lead is 12, 8:11 left to play. What the Terrors got to do here to maybe claw their way back into this one.
Well, at some point you have to go on a run on your own, but we really haven't seen them go on a long run. So the question is, can you make some changes on defense and be able to make these open shots, or maybe find some new flair in your offense just to find some openings, because you can maintain a 10-point deficit, but at some point you have to go on that run within the last 4 minutes. So if you cut it down to 4 or 5, you won't need that big of a run once you get in the later stretches of the game.
If East can hold on and win this, they will already match their win total of last year. As a long three will not go. Right out of the timeout. Outlet pass up to Glazer, and he's fouled. Nobody got back on defense by Appleton West. And a foul is called. So it'll be Glazer at the line. And he made it. That foul goes on E.J. Holt, his second. Team's 6, so in the bonus goes Appleton East. And Caleb Glazer came in averaging 9 points. That's only his third and fourth points, mainly because he has been in foul trouble. But he's back out there with just under 8 minutes left to go. Extends the lead to 14. Attacking the basket. And goes out of bounds off of the Patriots. I like that, though, E.J. Holt.
You hate to say you must make this basket in this possession, but you just don't want this deficit to get even bigger.
I was thinking the same thing, and they did convert. Bomani Hooper. Boy, he can just fly in from nowhere for Hooper. He's only 6 foot, but Boy, he looks a lot taller than that whenever he grabs those rebounds. So they stay within striking distance at a dozen. Back come the Patriots. Found out it is Tyson Keel, Mr. Big 1-5. Glazer, the turnaround falls. Caleb Glazer having an impact whenever he is in there. As we approach 7 minutes, it's back up to 14. He wants it in his hands, E.J. Holt does. A lob pass and a foul is called underneath. They were trying to get it to Caden Myers, and he was pushed as he was going up in the air to get it. Goes on Joey LaChapelle, his third. Team foul number 5. Peterson returns for East. Lob pass way out front, almost went over the line. Pulaski runs it down, still with it. Myers will stop on the left elbow. Missed it. Man, you got to start getting these to drop if you're West. Lob pass down to Glazer. Give and go. Keel puts it in. Tyson Keel. We found out what his name is and instantly scores.
That was just an excellent execution on the play. Great cut to the hoop.
Wide open three in the right corner. Splash for Caden Myers. He's got 11. Again, keeps him within striking range still. It's 13. It's still possible with 6:10 remaining.
Well, that's the key part, Joey. Just stay within range.
Can't let that happen. Caleb Glazer went right down the middle of the lane, and he'll have a chance for the old-fashioned three-pointer.
It's heartbreak because once you start feeling that, hey, you're within range again, then you have an and one come right after that. It just takes the wind out of the sails.
Goes on E.J. Holt. That's team foul number 7. But it'll be Caleb Glazer. Step up to the line, came in a 60% free throw shooter. Tonight, 2 for 2. And now he's 2 for 3. 15-point deficit for West here with 6 minutes left to play. They do control the basketball. Nice crossover move. The dump up underneath, and he missed it. Steffen had it given to him. Couldn't convert. Those are the ones that really hurt down the stretch when you're trying to claw yourself back in. Here's Glazer. Can he do the regular three-pointer? And he got it. Caleb Glazer, ever since coming back in the game, he's got 9 points in this half. And a timeout is called. 62-44. We will take a break and come back right after this.
Fox Communities Credit Union.
Whether you're a first-time homebuyer or building your dream home, Fox helps make I love this place happen. Fox makes it easy to lock in low and go, so you can make I can have my own chickens happen. If you're a first-time homebuyer, Fox offers low closing costs and as little as 3% down, so you can make I can turn the music up as loud as I want happen. Apply today at foxcu.org. Fox Communities Credit Union. Make life happen.
Well, whoever's playing the songs, they got some good timing tonight. they're playing crazy. That's the way this thing has been. Last couple of minutes here, owned by the Patriots. This was a 26-26 game at the half. Here we are, 12 and a half minutes later, an 18-point advantage now for the Patriots. What a run. And a foul on their entry pass. They're going to get Keel reaching around on Harmison.
Now this is the must-score situation for the Terrors because you do not want to be down by 20 because then that's that psychological feeling, oh, it's a 20-point game. It's going to be a lot tougher to get back. Get a 3 here, you're going to be feeling pretty good for a comeback opportunity.
First on Keel, team foul number 6. Both teams now in the bonus. Steffens, no. Staying with it, though. The putback. Spencer Steffen, the old tip drill. And it worked. He's got 4. At the 5-minute mark, Steigenberger will bring it across the timeline. Back to Glazer, who is on fire. You can tell he wants the basketball back. Instead, LaChapelle will dump it off to Keel underneath, misses it, stays after it. Another chance for the Patriots. LaChapelle again with the left hand, and it's in. Pretty move by Joey LaChapelle.
A great job by the Patriots. You know, you let a little letdown on defense, but you make sure you keep your scoring up just to take the win on the sails again for the Terrors.
By the way, have we mentioned, he's a 5'9" freshman. Underneath. That looked way too easy for Caleb Glazer. Continues his hot streak. He's got 11 in this half, 13 on the game. Lead back up to 20 now. Or should I say up to 20? I think it's the first time. And now it's 22. Fast break points.
Looks like we got some reserves coming in for the Terrors, showing that this game is a little out of hand right now.
Under 4 to go, and they're just shoot happy now. And why not give it to Glazer again? 70-46. And is this a real timeout or just a substitution timeout? It is a real timeout. Time to get in all of the substitutions. 3:43 remaining on the clock. 70-46. I mean, not too long ago, Zach, we never dreamed that this would be happening.
I was completely wrong, exiting halftime.
It's okay to admit when you're wrong, Zach.
Saying that we were going to see the same exact thing we saw in the first half, but what a great job by Coach Mullick and the rest of the Patriots is changing up their offense, finding ways to score, and also part of the three-point basket. You know, it's kind of like what the girls went through on Tuesday against the Papermakers, where on one side of the court, they're just struggling. Things are not falling in. And then you go into the other side of the court, it is just going. Almost every single shot is falling. Three-pointers, quick shots. And there's great, the last two great chances to get easy layups with the long passes. Everything's just working perfectly in the second half for East. And as for West, it's just not clicking.
Again, East with the victory here tonight would match their record from last year as far as the wins. They were 4-18 overall, 4-14 in conference play. We still got quite a bit of the season to go. Quick shot. Here's Knable now in the left corner. Another loose ball rebound. Some by Ezra Brown. Still has it. He'll drive in, trying to draw the contact. Instead, the ball squirts loose. They still have control of it. Three ball won't go. Scrum for it on the floor. Another chance for West, and that one doesn't go. Finally, Jackson Parker picks it up for East. And LaChapelle is off and running, and he's poked from behind by Mikhail Harmison. It'll be his first. Team foul number 8, so it'll be 1-1 after another timeout.
And we'll take this one, Joey.
Okay, 70-46. We will be back right after this.
The projects we construct afford us the opportunity to help those in need in more ways than one. And the momentum we create as a team allows us to make an impact greater than any one of us can achieve on our own. We are part of the community. We are where we live. We are Myron Construction.
Exactly 3 minutes showing on the second half clock. So we wind down the second game of our girls-boys doubleheader here on our Fox Communities Credit Union video stream games of the week after the timeout. It will be Joey LaChapelle for 1-1. Freshman misses the front end. Came in a 70% free throw shooter. Gets a lot of playing time as a freshman. Bright future for him and this Patriots organization. Both these teams very young, both the girls and the boys. As a floater goes for Bomani Hooper. He's got 7 points. And then immediately commits the foul. His third. That is team foul number 9, so still just a 1-1 here for Jackson Parker. 6-foot junior. Only 1 for 2 on the season, now 2 for 3. He had 2 3-pointers prior to this. And the second one is missed. Hooper has it for West with 2:35 and counting. Just looking to at least try and finish strong. That's what you want to do at this point if you're West. With it being this far pretty much out of hand. Goes on Keenan Rollins. Team foul number 7. And so to the line we go. This is Isaac Grunman. And he misses the first one. And looks like, yeah, I'm not seeing a single starter out there now. There's LaChapelle. And the freshman will head back to the line. That foul goes on Nick Raby, so I take that back. Raby was actually one of the starters. He hasn't played too much, though. It's team foul number 10 on West. As LaChapelle makes this first one. He's got 8 points tonight, make it 9. Lead back up to 25 now, 73-48. Long 3-ball. Desperation 3 is what we like to call it here in the business. LaChapelle with that burst of speed. Nice ball handling. No look pass into the corner. The 3 and the bench almost went wild. For Keenan Rollins, if he would have hit that, that bench would have went nuts. Instead, it is West basketball. That 3 bounces off of the iron, no. Nice rebound, put back, but he can't get it to go. For Bomani Hooper with 90 seconds left to play.
It's a lot of action there, long 3-pointer.
Yeah, no kidding. Floater for Jackson Parker. He came in averaging just 1.7. He's got 9 points now. And a foul called. We will head back to the free throw line.
So how much will that change his average after a 9-point performance?
Yeah, no kidding. That is 4 fouls on LaChapelle. 8 now on East. And the free throw bounces off of the back iron for Ezra Brown. That was his first free throw. Brown 2 for 9 on the season. And he made that one. So he now has 6 points. 75-49 now. LaChapelle underneath the hoop. Kicks it back outside. Exactly 60 seconds left. Keel. Fouled. More free throws. Goes on Hooper. He's got 4 now. Team foul number 11. So have been 2 shots either way. Keel 1 for 2 whenever he came into the game. 2 for 3 now. You will have another one. And short. Be West basketball. That one almost didn't hit the rim at all, but 56.5 showing on the clock. This one should have put a spork in it a long time ago. But long 3, that won't go. Now we'll see what they do if they just back it out or if they try to attack. Under a minute left to play. You know, West isn't going to give up defensively, though. Scoop pass, a breakaway, reverse layup, good. Jackson Knable.
Fighting strong inside the final 50 seconds.
Hey, why not? Foul is called on Isaac Grunman, his first. So we will have 2 more free throws, and this time it will be somebody new, Aaron Jones. Not that one, this one. This is his first free throw of the season. And he made it. So he hears it from his teammates. That is his first point. It may be of of the season. It is. And 1 for 2 for Aaron Jones, 6-foot junior. Long three again. And with 15 seconds left, that should do it. What a second half performance by the Appleton East Patriots as they storm ahead. And they're going to sweep the season series with Appleton West. Your final score here tonight, 77-51. The Patriots win. Wow, what a... Zach, this was 26-26 at the half. What happened there in the second half? Explain this to me.
Huge halftime adjustments by East, and you start to wonder what did they do compared to West, because all of a sudden opportunities to make shots were just a whole lot better this time around. Probably wore down the West defense and made the open shots where they were just failing to connect on a lot of opportunities in the first half, just continuing to attack, and three-pointers every time they seemed to attempt one, it just dropped, and it was a great opportunity, and West just does not have the firepower to continue with a shootout event like that. So you look at, for West, you did a great job maintaining 26-26 tie, but just unable to take that next step and keep up with the high-scoring offense the way the Patriots played in the second half.
Trying to do the math here real quick. 51-25, they outscored them in the second half, if my Indiana math is correct. Wow, 51-25, they outscore them. Leading scorers here tonight, Zack Steigenberger. Boy, was he red hot from outside against that zone defense. It didn't matter. They didn't put a body on him, and he was draining them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. He ends up with 21 points to lead the way. Came in averaging 14.2, so he will add that. 17 for Caleb Glazer. Most of it coming in the second half. He had to sit down most of the first half because he had 2 quick fouls. Started the second half, got his 3rd foul almost right away. Coach Mollick sat him down. A couple minutes later, he comes into the game, and he took over. 15 points in the second half, 17 overall for Glazer. He'll add to his 9-point average. Also, Joey LaChapelle with 9 points there for the freshman, the next leading scorer. As for West, they had a couple of players with 11 points, including Caden Myers and also Mikhail Harmison, who had 9 of his 11 in that first half, which was really, really exciting. We were looking forward to the second half, but, man, did they pull away and just stomped on them. 51-25. East moves to 4-6 on the season. Ladies and gentlemen, all of last year, they only won 4 games, so they've already matched that, and we still have quite a bit to go here, most of the second half of the season for them. So that is looking promising for Coach Adam Mollick, although the schedule is not very kind to them, but that's got to feel good to match the season output from last year. How about that? 4-18 last year. 4-6 now this year, 4-5 in conference play. Up next for them. Get any easier. A quick turnaround, too. They take on Xavier. Tuesday, they were supposed to take on Stevens Point, but instead, they're going to head to Kimberly. So back-to-back games there, Monday and Tuesday. And then Friday, they will be at Fond du Lac. And then Saturday at Oshkosh North. I just noticed that. They're playing Monday, Tuesday, Friday, Saturday. Wow. What a week there for Appleton East. Get your legs ready. Appleton West, they fall to 1-13, 0-12. In league play, their 5th straight loss. Next up for them, on Monday, they head to Wisconsin Rapids and then get back into league play next Friday and Saturday. Back-to-back nights for them at home against Appleton North and Kaukauna. Believe that is going to do it for us here at Appleton East. Thank you again to the sponsors, Fox Communities Credit Union and also Myron Construction. And also Gary Belowski doing a great job here tonight on our camera work during both of our games. Back-to-back games. The sweep here. Also, nice job, Zach. Did your voice hold up?
It did.
Did your fingers hold up from being the producer?
Got through that doubleheader. It's a long event. You don't realize till midway through the second half of the second game, you're like, it's a long day.
72 minutes on the scoreboard of basketball here tonight. East sweeps it. The girls win it 81-68, and the boys win it 77-51. I am Joey D, bidding you farewell for tonight until Monday, where we will bring you girls action from Fox Valley Lutheran High School as they welcome in Wrightstown. Until then, I bid you farewell from Appleton East High School. Your final scores again, 81-68 and 77-51. This has been a presentation of Woodward Communications.